things out at the start of this pistol round. G2 didn't get aggressive, and I think that was the play that they hoped to counter. Instead, it's Maden that gets the action started. A kill quickly to the bathrooms. Amanek falls, so looking to reinforce this A site are likely to be GODSENT. Oh, nexa door opens the other direction and Krystal falls. That's the utility gone, so it's not even deployed properly for this pistol. They have to fight equal in the exchanges, and they pressure Hunter off of A.
Hunter's backed off and he knows he's got the kit, so he needs to survive. Jackz will fall, and now Hunter's holding a very difficult angle to get a shot on, and he will indeed not be able to. Flashbang will try to assist Kenny inside the side, and he's found one flick for more, but it's next out of connect. Kenny's still alive and safe, but Zehn and STYKO will take down his teammates. Kenny, last to live, last to fall. Mind an overpass connector, but now Amanek's nade could be massive. Well placed, but because of the boost.
The nade there onto Farlig. Kenny trying to ring off shots, but the Deagle does get dinked down, so pressure is still being applied over at A, but they're backing themselves off. They've made their way through the connector and dealt with Nexa, who sat once again in front of the door. But 20 seconds left. They've got a player down towards water. If they deal with Jackz quickly, that's the bomb plant secured, and there it is. It could have been an interesting scenario had Jackz proven to be a bit more of a formidable opponent. Of course, he was low HP, so his chances were slim. The GODSENT ultimately keep 4 up. Hunter to try and get away with the Deagle in hand, but knife out. Farlig, easy frag. 2-0 for GODSENT.
This is something which actually confuses me a lot about G2 and their decision to buy, which is that if you're not going to go for the full buys, Kenny, yes, beautiful shot, although Krystal is just as good with the response. He's got a Tech 9, saving up some money for the next round. Always like to see that. But I'll actually hold the thought, because Jackz is holding Maden's head in his hands.
Where the intended target is, and so turn around. Amanek's on the flank. There's a player on short as well. Farlig deals with that flanking. They understand that that's a possibility, and the plant does go through. So 3-on-3 on the site, but it's planted in a position where Jackz can punish Krystal.
They're expecting everyone to have come through from behind, but Jackz has caught them off guard. Now, STYKO and Farlig are going forward. Farlig should be good for the backstab, in which case he is also going to have the bomb planted in his favor. There is no kit, so the movements have to be fast and swift. Jackz has found one more before he goes down, though. And as Farlig takes face and takes fire, he will be forced into a position where he has to fight with his life. Deagle out, no time, and G2 Esports will be able to get a lot of damage in, but not the round itself. Brilliantly done from G2, but at the end of the day, just the lack of a kit will be what segregates them from the win. 3-0 to start things off from GODSENT.
Positions, obviously, Kevlar will save you a lot of the hurt. If it's spammable, same story. But Kenny got his hands on the AW for at A, but he spotted nothing, and GODSENT are creeping closer.
He's seen him now, though. Amanek peeks out straight to the head of Zehn. Zehn has fallen. We'll be trying to play around the smoke as a result. With Maden creeping through, taking charge, taking the lead, but Kenny's found the first. Kenny revealed by Maden's position, and Farlig will find one. Maden, in the meanwhile, has been caught off. Amanek creeps through the smoke, and so far it's been him doing it all. Hunter will find Farlig, and with that, G2 will break.
Of getting that round under his belt, so a convincing start here for the G2 gun rounds, and Kenny aggressive with the ult in middle. Trying to get hunted down by GODSENT. Oh, Kenny, pistol out. Yeah, he's got 4. Could be an ace here for Kenny as Maden's approaching from the back, but that opportunity will be missed.
Kenny says, I want some of that action. Oh, absolutely not on their own map pick. Jackz, though, he needs to find STYKO soon. STYKO inside the smoke. He does it so many times. Got himself another one. We've seen this story before, and STYKO is a master storyteller because every time he does it, it gets even better. 3 kills this time over, and a nade to come in as well. Kenny's been heavily tagged, and he just can't find anything. Molotov will go over, but there is no one to be found. Kenny and Amanek will find a killer piece, just as I say that. Thank you.
You could hunt them down as well after this bomb goes off.
He's expected, but not from that particular angle. Zehn picks up the AWP as well. Now, Kenny, if you find a levitating STYKO, I am going to be very upset with you. But he finds him when he falls down. Okay, the magic is over, Kenny says. Very well-timed smoke and Molotov combination means they can't. He starts to face out to them. This will be troublesome, but they're not checking the angle. Maden could be huge. Maden peeks out, gets 1, gets 2, but nexa has now interrupted him. Then forced to take over and finish off what he started. Now, he goes onwards. Hunter right behind the B pillar. Zen will be looking to peek out soon. Flashbang has been completely avoided. Hunter's been avoided as well. Zen out in the open has been seen, but the AWP can't find him. Kenny instead trying to find the player with the bomb on his back who's left all the way behind. Zen, as he peeks out, will be found. Kenny will take him down. Farlig, 1 versus 2. Both all still alive, but Kenny underneath him is the real risk. Oh. Kenny's even able to get a tag. How does he do it? Amanek to finish.
It comes down to a crucial 1v1 at the very end.
Fortunately for GODSENT, they still have enough money to give Maden an AK, and he's found.
It's also so far away that it's difficult to retrieve.
It does get a bit more dicey, that is true. Amanek in the meanwhile does find Zen though, and with that, Kenny and the secondary op are ready for the assailant that will be coming in. Amanek doesn't have any support from Kenny. Instead, he's waiting inside the smoke, pushes through, finds himself a no-scope and the bomb with it. Now on his side is Krystal, who will take him down, but Kenny is still fighting away. How does he?
Waiting for his teammate to peer in from bank. As GODSENT begin their slow approach, and the shoulder, just a glimpse caught of Nexa, and Jackz wasn't in position. He was tempted towards B, and now Maden trying to pressure a one-on-one. Jackz pulling things back. As it was 2 players left for GODSENT, but Krystal's repositioned. He's got himself that headshot angle, the flower pot that he can hide behind.
And without armor, this is his only option. He peeks out first, doesn't let Jackz get the...
Got him some slack.
There goes STYKO again, serves right pass, and in he goes. Kenny, though, is ready with the deagle, still fighting away. Could look for more, as he will reface, but Zen and STYKO have cut off his knees and his head. Amanek finds one, and that equalizes things, but still no recoverable rifles. And as I say that, Hunter himself has taken STYKO's life, and Jackz will fall. As it turns out, rotations can't be made just from connector. You can actually go through CT spawn as well as a T side.
Yeah, they know exactly where these 2 players were, both of them finding kills, so G2 have to rotate the long way around. Connector, long. That's where they'll take their faces. Farlig's deep spawn. So if they find that kill early on Zen, that could have fallen away, but now G2 have to rely on Amanek. A 1v2 at his hands, and Farlig still so concerned about the flank. Zen gonna get caught in transition. Amanek finding the first, knows and has an inkling of where it's gonna be. On the side of Farlig, but jumping up. Oh, that's a difficult fight to win, and Farlig finds the kill at the end. Amanek jumps into his gimmicky stack. They went for a push through middle, and Farlig's already honed in on the flank, so not going to be an opportunity that G2 should see too much from.
Can I just point out, I find it so funny because my phone's just been going off for a while now. I hadn't noticed because I have it on silent, obviously, while I'm casting. I just took a look at it very briefly, and I see Google's is giving me notifications. Oh, GODSENT versus G2 Esports, live score 4-2. I'm like, Google, come on, man. I'm literally casting the game.
I mean,
cut me some slack.
Google knows a lot of stuff about you, but do they know about this part of your life?
Well, I'm sure they do by now. Amanek left alone, trying to find a couple of quick little blink headshots, but G2 Esports will have to run away.
That made them more consistent, but
oh
still.
No. Oh, Kenny has beautiful angle to hold, and he's got himself a chance for 2, but he pulls out the smoke, and he's been scouted. Now he faces forward. Zen's got a great nade, but Jackz is the one with the second kill. STYKO to fall, Kenny to flick, Zen to ask, why did I do that?
Established towards bathrooms is a bit of a risk, and while Farlig is going to suffer at the hands of it, they didn't fully clear out that position. They only really had balloons. Maden 1-on-5, 30 seconds, not seeming likely, not even going to go for the bomb. So trying to save this into the follow-up gun round.
Maden, maybe he can get some damage as well. You've got to keep in mind that. GODSENT, I mean, it all comes down to an early play off the back of a nade, and Kenny just scoping in directly. Really nicely done from G2. Peeks forward initially, he's got himself a chance, and as they get very close, he's not going to realize it. Nade goes backward, and Amanek can't defend him in time. Farlig's already found the kill, and as Amanek trails backwards, GODSENT is barreling in towards the A site.
Yeah, Amanek will hear the steps, but he's called for backup. There's a secondary player there, and Hunter first to face, Amanek to follow. But Hunter's dropped. STYKO primed on the angle with the AWP, and he gets the kill he needs to.
Maden getting this close, I feel like it's not likely to happen. Maden is lining up the pre-fire. Shadows visible, but AK is just better. Jackz now left in a 1 versus 2. Flashbang and Incendiary. Remember, this guy was insane back in Misfits. It was always Amanek and never DreamHack. Amanek was always the guy who was touted as being the next big.
That one rifle of Jackz, I don't think it accomplishes too much. We'll have to wait and see. Zehn does find one. Maden does cover his teammates as well.
And Jackz will have to step up, but he turns around. He's been timing, maybe. He does actually manage to have his spidey senses kick him into shape, and he starts facing forward, but can't land the shot. Kenny, though, good for 2 and looks for more. Farlig will finally shut him down. And Nexa's in a bit of a doable situation. Zehn and Maden are both low enough that Nexa could maybe one-shot them away. But even so, it's not going to be easy.
Well, he's got time to play with at the very least. Late bomb plan. Pretty exceptional stuff from Nexa in previous series, but still missing so far on Overpass. First headshot found and delivered. Zehn decapitated, but no time available to make this a feasible round. More damage could be done to the GODSENT economy, but Nexa down to 2 HP. Oh, brings Farlig low, and the bomb finishes him off. So damage account, but the nade does tag him low.
Hunters will back. The timing's perfect. Hunter will be caught out. Farlig can even back if he wants to, but he wants to keep going. Gets a second. Jackz will trade for 2 of his own, but he's brought down finally as STYKO comes in late into Monster Tunnel. STYKO's got himself the bomb, and he can get it planted as well. As the Molotov goes out, Kenny can't stick himself onto the CT side long enough. And it's a 2 versus 3. G2 will have to back off and save once again.
Attempt to exploit as we go further and further in. The few times we've seen Kenny over there, he's had...
Considering how they started off, but they need to get there first, and Kenny is leading the charge. Beautiful headshot, but Farlig is there to cover. And he has dropped the AWP. Nexa to pick it up. Maden in the meanwhile to pick up the pace as Hunter will fall to his quick little burst. Jackz around the corner, goes with the XM, finds a player with a grenade out in his hands. Suddenly a 2v3 that is doable, but not quite so easy when Krystal's on the other side. Waiting for the peak. Amanek will fall. GODSENT to 11, and that'll be it.
From them, a turnaround. Or whether GODSENT continues, STYKO faces in the connector, and there's 4 T players on the other side. Easy lineup. Firing squad for G2 works out. Amanek making some presence at A, and he's found one better. Farlig, head offered up. Only for a second, but Amanek hits the timing shot required. Oh, GODSENT are looking worse for wear in this pistol. G2 look to collapse on the A site quickly.
And well, Krystal tries to move in, but Kenny on the other side has got Jackz with him, and both of them proved to be a bit of a tough tag team duo to get past. Maden last one to fall, and interesting and come through with them as well. Even Krystal has his moments, and as Hunter's smoke goes out, Farlig's gonna be locked forward. He peeks in, but there's no flash, and it's STYKO instead right behind with 2 quick kills. Even goes forward. So that is in their favor. They are wrong. Zehn is right behind them. Kenny, though, is gonna be leading the charge forward. Kenny finds himself a quick tap and a lot of damage on a Krystal. He'll be finished off, but Kenny will trade. Nexa now in a 1 versus 1. Only Zehn to contend with. But Nexa, he's got himself time to go back towards the B-bomb site. Should he want to? But Zen's found the back. He can't find the head, though. Nexa has been brought down. The Deagles will win the round. And that...
Jackz getting an AK.
Oh. Now G2 will start to lead the charge. Kenny right around the corner. He's going to find 2 players. Gets a double spray as well. And he backs off soon after.
Oh, Zehn. There was a shadow that could have been spotted out. Amanek going to be gifted as a frag for Zehn, and they accelerate. They try and collapse on the site. Hunter, there's the AK. Once again, it changed hands, and they find more impact off of it. But STYKO, weakened opponents on the other side. The 1 versus 2, very feasible, and there's the transfer. The adjustment made on the low HP.
If you are on the G2 esports squadron. Maden, though, will intercept them. 3 kills immediately with the MP9, and that'll be
rotation in.
Hunter leads on with the Deagle, but Zen's cut them both down. For a second, I thought Hunter
and Nexa as being more consistent, more established fraggers that you can rely on. And well, I'm just about to talk how Nexa's not had the most impact. He does get 1 to start off this round with the AK, but he's tracked down by the SMG of Krystal. Oh, Krystal actually getting a second.
Man.
Jackz tagged down by the Molotov.
9. Remember, GODSENT, this is kind of like a bonus round for them. They've got a couple MP9s, and Farlig, unfortunately, is turned around with his. Will end up losing it. STYKO, though, repositions. And as Hunter's pulled out his AK, he'll be... Maden's the only person who's got $0.
Ooh, they pick up the pace here on G2. The SMG finds STYKO to start. Amanek fast through short as well. There's nobody here. There's no reinforcements really for GODSENT, so they have to retake the site really early into the round. They do track down Amanek. They equalize the exchange, but Farlig, oh, there's nobody holding for short, so he gets away with the kill on the planter, and then that gap in the smoke works in his favor. Hunter, last alive. After the initial collapse, it looked good for G2, but it has fallen apart, and only with a Mach 10, Krystal will hunt him down. 15. Well, it is a scrappy buy for G2 to keep them in this map, and well, dicey duel for Maden, but he still comes out ahead.
Nexa needs to find this kill. Krystal's been very good with the MP9, and he continues to be just that. The 1-for-1 trade is not enough for GODSENT, for G2. Both teams starting with the G, always a bit confusing. But Hunter leads on, finds himself a couple of targets, but not any kills. STYKO's dropped down successfully, and Amanek's the one to finish off Zehn. STYKO can't get one from water, and it all comes down.
Difficult position to do so, especially with all the ground that G2 had taken on B. He could have been advanced. Could have
player just in case, because long player can just clear out. Bullets. What?
Oh.
Okay. I guess you're right. He just doesn't check playground. Oh, that's fine. Scouting boost, but Zen's been tagged early, and with the triple boost now coming in, Maden gets a perfect timing, and Hunter's been brought
their boost. They are really pulling them all out for this round. They want to take this one here and now.
And without flashes, Kenny's never going to expect this. Farlig's found it right here, and now they start to fight back. Maden sees the player on top of the dice, and Jackz will be forced back by a flash. Amanek through the smoke finds Krystal's head, and nexa on top of the dice makes it 2 big kills and looks for more as he swings out, but Farlig has come out on top of the duel. Farlig now waits for them, but he's peeked out in. STYKO with just a deagle quite low, so very doable, especially with the AUG now picked up. STYKO could make it work, but the 2 bullets will not even matter. Jackz. Nexa really helping them get past that one. Yeah. Absolutely. Hunter now will be leading the charge. The AWP falls, and Farlig will go down. Hunter position makes me think this might be an attempt for a fake, but are you really going to be able to fake out GODSENT when Zen's found Hunter right there? Even drops the farmers for some reason. Not quite sure what that's all about, but Zen's waiting for his teammate to come into play as well. Zen will connect with another one. Just before AK picked up, and that MP9 distracts long enough for him to come in for the third. KENNYS is left alone, 1 versus 4. GODSENT's been so good, but Kenny's even better. Fighting back, needs 2 more kills to clutch it out, but 20 seconds on the clock. And Kenny doesn't have the bomb. All he has is brute force. All he has is his wits and his gun, and both of those have left him 6.
More shots to be hit. We'll see how it all goes. GODSENT starts CT, and they're trying to rush players down into middle, but the B site lost very quickly.
My God.
Kenny, Hunter finding the entries. It's just Krystal. He bought the kit in the smoke. He was trying to lock down A, and well, it's the B-bomb site instead.
Hey, if I can't have it, you can't either. He knows he probably won't be able to save the kit either, so he will just end up backing up. He'll fade away with a quick shot as well, and nexa takes him down. Now Amanek dodges the flash and now moves through all the utility in the round, finds himself one, and the second is almost there. Instead, it's Jackz to be the one to find a 2K. His Mach 10 finding lots of money, and STYKO's deagle has been brought down as well.
They are prepared for any sort of mid-pressure that GODSENT could apply in this round. Oh, Krystal, he gets given a chance, but he actually peeks away his hunt.
Timing window. Now, one thing for GODSENT that we'll have to keep an eye out for is how exactly they want to play their retakes on the A-bomb site later on. What do they even want to play for retakes? Kenny, nice little firing range. They're taking in 1 by 1. It's always nice to have when they all against an anti-eco.
And armor as well. Elevated angle for STYKO, finds himself a kill. Maden as well, spamming alongside Farlig and Krystal.
We're going to drive you down. Kenny is looking to do just that at this point. The round wins a bit more to ask for than maybe they can deliver, but Kenny can't even find the kill. And Amanek, even if he does have a Mach 10 in his major signature, I don't know if he can actually get this one out. Nice kill at the very least, so Krystal will fall. Nice to have that come through, but he himself is as low as can be as well. AK picked up in the meanwhile, knife out, and he could be discovered, but STYKO's the one to fall. STYKO hunting. Amanek. I mean, I am kind of surprised God
peaks. Kenny's not going to spawn him with the AWP, but the flashes indicate that G2 are moving up towards A. Oh, Farlig goes for the swing, and it's not going to find the frag. 1-for-1 exchange for Maden, but G2 hold onto the advantage. Molotov sailing into Krystal's position, so he has to smoke it off. His position known. They can bypass him altogether, make their way into this A site, and find Zen on that rotation.
Ooh. Important kill for Zen to find as Hunter will fall. Jackz backs off in time. Amanek has found an angle, but STYKO instead has found his head. Takes him and puts him as a trophy. Jackz and nexa left alone. STYKO, he'll peek out wide as well as he's good for one, but the spray is sloppy. Zen will correct his mistake.
Oh. Healthy amount of damage onto Amanek. He's the only one who didn't have armor. The second nade to follow. Okay, Amanek bombarded. So an early pick for GODSENT. They are still scaling in towards middle, though the boost may be unanticipated, but the adjustment from Maden is sharp.
Very nicely done from Maden. I love to see him coming alive. Zen as well, right behind with 2 important kills. Maden started off so... He could be popping out soon. Flashbang is getting primed as Maden scopes in, gets one. Krystal's got the same. Nexa in the meanwhile trades, and Krystal is down, but with the smokes on the ground, Maden wants to keep aggressing, boosted up initially, and he's got another kill. Now the bomb's not been planted yet, and the smokes will dissipate, so Amanek can't get back onto the site. Nexa needs to get the kills. Nexa's got one. But it might be a bit too early. 10 seconds and Amanek goes into the bomb site. Nexa right behind him almost fires on his own teammate, and there isn't enough time. They might barely have it, but no, they don't. And Maden even getting a fadeaway shot, looking for more, and will be the death of Amanek after.
GODSENT, if they can accomplish damage, they can rush them down. That could be a good sign and a good start for G2. Dink on Farlig, down to 1 HP, but he's still alive and kicking. Still
than it did for North and FaZe. They're both, GODSENT and G2 are both number 2 and number 3 on the RMR standings, respectively, for now. The extra points are nice to have, though, either way. As nexa, very nice skill to have as well. Krystal will trade, but so far, with only a single casualty, GODSENT will keep their money healthy. Kenny, though, is looking to make it a little bit more spicy, but with a nade coming through, will catch both Superbox and the back of it. Now go out the smokes as well. Krystal, who's very far forward, will find one. Jackz to fall, Krystal to be traded. Farlig and company are still heading back up and give down Amanek, but Kenny's still fighting. From the sandbag, STYKO, though, is going to be the hidden wrench in the machine. Bomb has been dropped, and so has Kenny. With that, Farlig finds the last. Flashbang overhead as well is well-timed. It means that the Thieves can't just aggress forward, but he might still be caught off. Farlig on his side is the only backup he has, and Zen as well comes in. Not a single casualty on the CT side across the round. Really good anti-flash from Maden as well. Let's not forget that. But Maden is not done being great somehow. Nexa's not checked the angle, and he's got so much info. G2 have got a buy, yes, but when you're already down, Maden is crept in from behind. He's brought up forward, yes, but now advantage still maintained. And
though, still clearing behind as they progress, executing towards this A site, but it's all about delaying and slowing them down. The nade from STYKO, a touchdown at that. Jackz dialing in the digits nice and early here for G2, but are they prepared for this flank? Farlig approaching from the backlines. They boost up, and that's easy for Farlig. They both line themselves up for a nice little spray down, and GODSENT get an 8th. But all the initiative lies on G2 and how they play this out.
Oh, Molotov goes out initially. Farlig, who's so aggressive, can't find anything. Nexa now keeps it going. Second kill. Flash will delay him for long enough that Zehn can take down his teammate. Krystal, in the meanwhile, comes in for backup, and backup is good. Backup is great. Molotov lined up, but Zehn to go down. He's trying to fight inside the smoke. Krystal has moved past, but Hunter has intercepted and taken him down. STYKO goes of it. The Molotov will buy them just enough time to get the bomb down. Now, STYKO comes in from the side. Well, he's not great on them, but he's still looking to punish the side of G2 as much as he possibly can. That player on ramp, the flashbang will push STYKO back. STYKO peeks out, is good for another. Back down to a 1 versus 1. Looking for the bomb, but can't find it inside the smoke. And as he goes for the fuse, they don't think he's sticking it, but they'll check anyway. Hunter.
SMGs after winning the round, and GODSENT, their money's broke. This is a swinging moment. Rushed down by the SMGs in middle. Krystal inspecting, but inspecting a frag as well added to the tally. It's an equalizer, and Maden's pushed B as well.
And with the advantage once again in the court of GODSENT, G2 have got to shot one ring. How do we bring this all back? No one is fragging out in their individuals, but Kenny is at least good.
A little too late. Molotov sails in, but it actually misses. So Maden not going to get cleared out. STYKO there to support. Maden given options and given chances, but not going to rattle off the shot. Oh, swing and a miss. G2 still trying to get themselves onto this site, and Kenny finally plucks Maden out. Look at where they are. They're so close. Generator. Jackz just shuts it down. Both kill.
Good angle for Kenny, yes, but sorry, for Maden, yes, but the second you lose that initial duel and Kenny knows where you are dead to rights, mister. STYKO and Zehn both to fall early as GODSENT were forced back down to an equal. As much as I did praise STYKO for going for a bit more damage in the round before the previous one, of course it has its own problems as well. They will have their economy reset pretty handily. And at the worst possible time, let's not forget, we said, oh, that missed Molotov gives him options. And last time he had them, he didn't capitalize. This time over, Hunter will feel the wrath of the financial market. Farlig will get another one in the meanwhile, as he did aggress forward very much so. And he's even been given enough time to back off. And Maden, turns out he wants to come in and cash out. Nexa and Kenny. Amanek might be given a chance. Maden, he's still flirting with the timings. And as he peeks in, Amanek has been located. Amanek still ready for more as he intercepts, but Zehn will finally take him down. 2 versus 2 to be had. Kenny's got to be careful about his flank, but Kenny has found Zehn. And with that, he knows Ali is clear as well. STYKO, last man standing, fighting 1v2, trying to find the bomb planter, but Nexa will be able to get past it. Still a 1v1. Kenny on the other side. And STYKO is trying to take the fight to Kenny. He's trying to look for the one tap. Kenny knows that he's coming. There's not much time, and STYKO gets it done in the 1v1. The time is ticking down, and he has no kit, but he's got the defuse nonetheless. 9th round on the board for GODSENT as they fight that one out. And with that, we'll be off to a break to see whether GODSENT can reach something together on their terrorist side.
Well, Jackz spotting the aggression through middle. They're trying to collapse on B quickly, and STYKO cuts off their exit, catching Kenny completely the wrong direction. Nexa able to compensate for one, but will he be tracked down? They're trying to chase him. Farlig eventually gets the frag, but the problem is the bomb hasn't made its way into the site in a place where it can be planted, so G2 are here quick.
Well, the E2 still need to be wary of a rotation coming in from behind because Krystal is trying to rotate about and give them a bit of a stab in the back. Maden, though, turns around, somehow gets the kill, and he's still alive, but Jackz, he's found one more. Krystal now in the 1v2. Are they expecting this? No, they're not, but Krystal is missing shots! Krystal, you can't do that! You can't do that, Krystal, your team. They set it up for you. You were the lead. Molotov's coming in, will force Nexa out of his position, and over he goes. Flashbang up, he is brought down. STYKO keeps going with the second kill to his name. Hunter trade it away, but not for 2. So advantage still heavily in the favor.
They could have gone for it, but I think they realized just how much damage has been accomplished on these GODSENT players. Oh, SMG for Amanek does track down Farlig. This is the problem. Low HP players. Okay, they take the fight, and Amanek hits nothing. Only Hunter to save.
Yeah, Hunter will just back off and take the M4 home. And with that, these 4 spies or these eco rounds. And now G2, maybe they can sneak something away. Hunter peeks in, but Krystal trades him out immediately. The MP9 bomb plant should be free enough, but G2 esports at this point, all they'd like to go for is a bit of damage. I wouldn't even mind seeing them save the players with Kevlar.
Rated pistols, and sure, it doesn't go your way. Take another swing at it the next round.
Yep.
Out. Second. Third is the magic number, but G2 won't want to give that many away. STYKO, first kill found, traded immediately back by Jackz. Oh, Kenny making the rotation as well could be dangerous. There's that M4. Farlig taking down at a distance, that bomb spotted out, but Kenny getting spammed by Krystal. Headshots through the plywood, and things go well for GODSENT. They get the kills they need to secure the site. And Jackz on this flank. Does he check the close right corner? Oh, not quite. Zehn able to...
This one, when you're down 7-12, it's still doable. Nexa, though, with that Molotov, has been forced to reveal his position. Jackz is still burning alive, fully flashed up, and although he's good for one, he's traded soon after. Maden knows where Nexa is, and he has located and brought him down. Zehn will do the same to KENNYS, and so far, not good at all. Now they're starting to fight forward, but Maden will intercept with a great flick, but for just a single point of HP of the back.
Much more reliable endeavor to keep into this.
Well,
the GODSENT T side.
The world at this point. Molotov goes out. Nice, cute little lineup, but Hunter is less cute as he finds a spray through the smoke and a quick kill off the back of it. Nades and whatnot will fly through, but G2 might be looking to explode, and Hunter has indeed popped out STYKO. Drops the bomb in the process as well, and as he's looking through the smoke, Krystal's very low, but Nexa's the one to come in from behind. Suddenly, it's a taste of their own medicine. Farlig now has to fight back. Both players so low, and with guns also picked up and saved, Nexa will find yet another. Krystal from behind will pick up the gun fallen by Nexa, but is he going to be able to get this done? They don't have a kit. He's going to have to peek out. Gets the quick kill, but not the trade. Hunter will come out on top, and with 3 kills, G2 were able to sneak out around with...
They need to go quick. Zehn cutting off rotations in middle. There's Hunter gone. They're collapsing on this bomb site swiftly here for GODSENT, and Zen's found 2. Farlig, oh dear, they almost get caught out by Nexa's position. Jackz made his way in, but the bomb, it hasn't been planted, so they need to win on elimination, and they can't pull it off. Amanek.
Pretty much a zero investment round, so they've got a lot more money than you'd normally expect. Kenny, though, getting very aggressive, has found the first, and the bomb has dropped because of it. It's very, very far out towards the CT territory, and Kenny needs to be flashed because of it, but Nex has already found another.
Oh, the spam right between the 2 GODSENT players, but the spam on the M4 far more successful. The quick flash from Hunter immediately destroys.
So aggressive early on. He might be able to find Maden, but the flashbang means he's blind. Maden will still go down, but the trade's good. Farlig immediately...
Certainly catch GODSENT out. The repositioning of the AWP. Oh no. Transitioning out in the open like that when the smoke is
back and gone towards the B bomb site. And this is where the rotation that's coming in is going to be instrumental, but Hunter finding Zehn is even more so. STYKO will start to lead forward. There is a player on the side that's Nexa, who's waiting for them, gets the first, but doesn't re-peek out. Knows they have an advantage, and thus the keys will come to him instead. Jax's position is going to be huge as they start to walk in. Jackz has got 1, but they're not peeking him. They're just going 1 by 1, and that means so much damage dealt. Maden been relegated to a deagle as Farlig now picks up the AK instead. He'll be boosted up. Maybe he can find Hunter around the corner if he wants to keep going. Hunter in front of him, straight to the head he goes. Back to a 4 versus 3, but with Krystal and Farlig not having armor, I'd say it's even at best for GODSENT. 35 seconds and Krystal will fall. Amanek to take him apart.
They still reconvene over towards A, and Amanek's not done. Close angle held, but he peeks away. The steps being made towards ramp, it draws his attention, so he doesn't hold that angle. Kenny on the site, AWP in hand. Farlig, the other side of the train, and they're creeping closer. Those scopes are giving his position away. Nexus found 1, but it's not going to be enough. Bomb can get planted, but a isolated 1v1 that then comes out on top of. It's the D.
14-11, G2, money in the bin, and Amanek is leading the charge, and he's found another. Maden will fall. Amanek damage.
VP peering in, and now the utility does give up the game. Kenny still holding the angle, given the shot, and Krystal's down.
With Krystal's demise, now Kenny will start to move back. Zehn, though, cuts off the rotation, and the Molotov will mean Kenny can't do anything either. Bomb's been planted, and as the WP, unfortunately, he is flashed off, and his own flashbang will try to keep G2 at bay. All three players completely blind. Farlig goes in for a secondary peek as well after taking down Amanek, and he knows it's all about finding the kills over here. Farlig, keep on fighting. Hunter will fall, and the player coming in from Ali is too late. Nexa is good for a kill, yes, but that's not good for enough. Farlig saves the day at the most crucial of times. Himself and STYKO.
S&D FAMAS, and that saved AWP. Amanek tries again for some early aggression, but it's Hunter on the FAMAS. G2, another phenomenal FAMAS play to get them another opening opportunity, different series.
Farlig will move back to be wary about Nexa, and as Nexa traverses forward, Farlig was ready but not good enough. And Kenny's even looking down because he knows the scope will show, otherwise Molotov will be revealing STYKO's position. Jackz will swing out.
He's actually been delegated down to an MP7. He gets the same amount of effectiveness. Okay, never mind. Farlig instantly deletes him.
To fade backwards. Flashbang is good. It's great. But Farlig is still leading the charge. He's found Amanek. And a second from STYKO comes into play. Bomb will be planted. And Farlig could still be firing away inside the smoke. G2 Esports will fall. Kenny, yes. Kenny, yes. Oh no, he can't get it. They can't get it done. GODSENT.
Defense was non-existent just because of how caught out they got.
The second that Amanek jumps up